And I just came on today to talk about all this stuff with T.S. Madison and Kaya. Y'all, I feel like this is round 1 million. This stuff has gotten to the point where they are going for the jugular. And when I do this live video, I'm going to try not to pay attention to the comments at first so I can just try to get out what I feel about T.S. Madison and Kaya. The first thing I want to say is when it comes to these two and all of this stuff that has happened, there are no winners in this. And what I mean by that is that we all lose. T.S. Madison loses, Kaya loses, and we, as the viewers of the original Queen's Court, we all lost because this was a successful Black YouTube channel. And let me just say that again, successful Black YouTube channel. And there are not that many successful Black YouTube channels that we actually enjoy watching, that we find funny, that speaks to the things or some of the things that we like to listen to. And I just feel like that when they parted, we all lost. And then it was the aftermath of 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 them breaking apart. And when I thought about all the stuff that happened afterwards, I started asking myself questions about why they couldn't get back together. And what I came up with is this: was it ego? Was it money? Was it just bragging rights to who actually came up with the concept, who stole what? Y'all, it's such a mess and it's so sad. I feel like that when Kaya walked off that day, when Monique was on, that people got in her ear and people got in Maddie's ear. I said from the very first video that I did about this, if they had allowed time for their anger to cool, I believe that they could have sat down and talked to each other and got out, whatever it is that was bothering both of them. Kaya could have told Maddie exactly how she felt about changing the format of the show, and maybe they could have met halfway. I also believe that after Kaya walked out, that overnight the the flames got fueled. I believe that fans of the original Queen's Court, they started fueling the flames, saying, okay, uh, Kaya walked out, she did this to Maddie, blah 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 blah. And then when Kaya woke up that next morning and she saw all this shit out here, I believe she was like, wait a minute. And then she had to, step in and give her point of view of the what happened and why she left and all of that. At this point, y'all, I don't know who to believe. I don't know if I believe Kaya 100%, if I believe T.S. Madison 100%. I believe that they both have their own truths, and then it is the truth. You know how they say it's three sides to every story? I just feel like that what happened with the show is sad. And I'm trying not to read the comments because that's throwing me off, and I wanted to talk about it. Now over the weekend, a lot of us heard about all the stuff that went on with T.S. Madison, Kaya, what is her name, Shekinah Joe, and Michelle from Straight from the A. I guess Kaya was performing at the Ivory Club there in Atlanta. And y'all, I watched some of her performance, and she was really good. She can sing. Stevie J was there, Little Scrappy was there, and she was doing her thing. Now, I guess after the performance, her and Michelle from Straight from the A sat down and they started talking. Now, Michelle from Straight from the A says they really didn't know each other. That I don't know if she's saying they met there and that they had never talked previously, which I find kind of hard to believe. I just feel like that once all this stuff started happening with Maddie, I believe that Michelle reached out to Khia. I can't see Khia reaching out to Michelle. For some reason, I just don't think that with what we know about Khia, I don't think Khia would have reached out to Michelle. I believe that Michelle reached out to Khia because, and let me backtrack because y'all, this whole shit is this just crazy. Okay, so Funky Dineva made it known that he is friendly or friends with Maddie. Now y'all know that Michelle, straight from the A, had a problem with Funky Dineva, with all the stuff that went on with them and her property and him allegedly destroying her property and all that stuff. So they had a beef between each other. So I believe that when Michelle heard that Funky Dineva was friends with Maddie, then she became friends or tried to start a friendship with Khia after, the whole Queen's Court debacle and it ended. Now, y'all, one thing that I say about Michelle, I wouldn't have gotten that, y'all. I would not have inserted myself into a beef between two friends. And this is how I look at it. You know how you got a group of girlfriends and you got two friends that are beefing with each other. Now, you in your heart, you have a feeling of who you think is right, but because both of these are your friends, you say, you know what, I'm gonna stay out of that. I'm gonna let these two bitches handle it. I'm not gonna be in it. The most you try to do is you are a listening ear, but you really don't insert yourself in it. You don't give your opinion and you don't choose sides because those are your friends. I feel like that us as the viewers, we we chose sides. Some of us came down on T.S. Madison's side. Some of us came down on Khia's side. I believe that that's what Michelle from Straight from the A did. She came down on the side of Khia, which is, entirely up to her. But I just felt like you inserted yourself into a drama that you really didn't need to be in. Nobody, Khia didn't bring up Michelle's name, and I don't remember Maddie bringing it up. That argument, that beef was between Maddie and Khia. And y'all, I will go back to saying, I believe if us as their subscribers and their entourages would have stayed out of their ears, that these two could have worked it out. I truly believe that. Now what we hear is Michelle, Michelle Brown from Straight from the A, is now helping Khia, I guess, to monetize her page and take control of all her social media sites. Now we know that Khia's Instagram got shut down. There's some speculation that Maddie and her team had a hand in it. Y'all, we don't know what happened, how it happened. It could have been some of these fans. You know how they do when they don't like a YouTube channel. They will go and start a campaign to get that channel taken down. It could have been as simple as that. It could have been some of T.S. Madison's fans that reported Khia's page, her Instagram page, and got her shit shut down. I think what it is because of the beef, anything now that happens to either one of them, be it T.S. Madison or Khia, the fans and both of them are going to blame each other because of all this shit that's going on. I just think it's really sad that something that was so successful and something that where two people had so much chemistry that it has ended. When I had did one of the videos, I had said that They had a good format there. They were doing, one was the comedic, thing, which was Khia, and then Maddie played the straight man. And then sometimes they switched, you know, but they had a format going there. And I'm just sad that that ended. Now we got them separated with Khia doing gag order and then Maddie doing Queen's Supreme Court. A lot of people have viewed both shows. I watched Maddie's show last Monday, and I had told y'all that I wasn't disappointed, but I was underwhelmed. It was hyped up to be the big comeback, and it was a letdown. And it might be because of the people that she had on her show. She had Lil Mo and she had Shekinah Joe. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name right. But first of all, Lumo didn't seem like she even wanted to be there. And she was a fizzle on her side. Now, what I would say is Shekinah did try to help Maddie carry the show, but the format was off. I agree with a lot of people. If Maddie is going to do this show, she cannot have celebrity judges. She just can't. Because, first of all, they are in the industry and they do not feel comfortable talking about other people that are in the industry. You either need to get some of these very popular YouTubers that, they don't have anything to lose. But those people that Maddie is bringing on, the two that she brought on, they, first of all, really didn't bring the fire. And secondly, they have ties to the industry. Even though Khia did have ties to the industry, she didn't care about the industry. And she didn't care what people thought. She used her tongue like a razor and she cut every which way but loose. And even with that, I wanted to talk about Khia and people saying that she has this no care attitude. I don't understand that because, first of all, Khia is recording music and she's putting it out there for people to enjoy. Now, she may not want a contract because she knows how the music industry can be. But don't mistake her not wanting a contract with not wanting people to enjoy her music. I never understood this thing where people are saying that she doesn't want to win. I believe that she has her problems with the industry. And if she could run things the way that she wanted it ran, she would be in the industry. If she didn't have to jump through the hoops that that when you're in the music industry that those folks have to jump through, I believe that she would be a part of it. I don't believe this thing where she doesn't want to win. Now, the thing where they said that she doesn't handle her business. Look, Kaya is a grown woman. From what everybody is saying, she's 47. You don't get to a point in your life without handling your business in some type of way. Now, it may not be the way that you and I may have done it, the direction she took her career, but she made it to this age, y'all. Look, I'm trying to stay neutral on this video. As y'all can see, I definitely have my pick of the two. And maybe I shouldn't say that because sometimes I like one of them better than the other. I'm not gonna lie, I love Kaya's humor. I can't help but to say the girl is funny. And I also love Maddie. I just was watching her before her and Kaya got together, and I liked her. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I go back and forth. And it may be because honestly, I like both of them. I don't know how else to put it. But over this weekend, y'all, all hell broke loose. I guess at that performance that Kaya had, her and Michelle from Straight from the A got to talking. And Kaya started roasting not only Maddie, but Lil Mo and Shekinah. You know, she talked about how the show she heard was a flop and what she thought of the guests, and she threw all kind of shade at them. And I guess she kind of Joe heard it. And she called herself going up to the club and pulling up on Kaya and Michelle from Straight from the A. Now, Shekinah Joe says she didn't go up there to fight. Basically, she went up there to talk to Michelle and said, "How could you let Kaya sit here and talk about me?" Blah, blah, blah. Y'all. I'm trying to tell this story, but I'm sitting here thinking these are women that are in their 40s. This is just so childish, because again, I go back to, if they could have talked to each other, and I mean Kaya and TS Madison, I think they could have squashed this in the beginning. But now, y'all, so much has been said, so much, that there's no coming back from this. When I was starting to get notifications Saturday or Friday or whatever night that was, that um, Kaya was doing her performance, Maddie was going off, y'all. Maddie was throwing shade at Kaya. She called Kaya all kinds of names, said Kaya couldn't spell. She talked about Kaya's eyelashes looking like pork chops, or whoever that little puppet is. And it was all kind of craziness. You know, for one thing, Shekinah, when she became a judge on the show, after the Queen's Court came back, she knew that she was stepping into a mess. And maybe that's why Lil Mo kept her mouth closed, because once she got there, she realized, ooh, wait a minute, maybe this is not what I wanted. But when she kind of sat there, she knew that Kai was going to watch that, or word was going to get back, and Kaya was going to say some things. She knew that. But this weekend, I guess after Shekinah rolled up there, Maddie came on and started talking about Michelle. She called her bareback bitches and called Kaya yuck mouth. And this is where I'm saying that stuff has gotten out of hand and there's no coming back from this. We, y'all, as their subscribers, have just lost a good show. And it was our comedic Monday evening just getaway. And now you got these two battling back and forth every weekend, or not even every weekend, it's every day. You got all of us YouTubers doing so many videos, y'all. You cannot imagine the number of videos that I have watched concerning this. And I don't know. I think that we all played a part in where Maddie and Kaya are today. I really believe it. Um, this is really sad, and I just don't know where either one of them goes from here. Now, Kaya said that she is going to be doing her show from this club there in Atlanta called the Ivory. And then Maddie will, we've seen her testing her audio and checking to make sure things are straight for Monday. But y'all, what do you think of this? And now I'm going to start paying attention to the comments. What do you think that we all contributed to where they are today? Do you think that once Monique walked out that day, if subscribers had not roasted Kaya overnight for walking out, because all that day after, or that evening after Kaya walked out, the momentum built and everybody starts saying, "Oh my God, did y'all see Kaya walked out?" And then Maddie was crying, and all this stuff happened. And then by the time the morning came after she walked out, there was like a groundswell. You know, Everybody was just blasting Kaya. And then Kaya, being the person she is, Kaya was like, wait a minute. And basically, she came back and said, well, the reason why I left is because Maddie had those people in her house, and I didn't want to do this and I didn't want to do that. But I just believe, y'all, that had the had the subscribers not done that, that next morning Kaya would have woke up and she would have called Maddie, because remember when Kaya walked out, she was saying, T.S. Madison was like, "You gone, girl," and Kaya said, "I'll call you tomorrow." But when she woke up, all this shit was out there. Now, y'all, like I said, I'm not trying to defend one or the other. I'm trying to stay neutral here. I do have a pick. I do have one that I like more than the other. But after this weekend, and all the bashing of each other, I said, you know what? When I come on to do this video, I want to kind of stay neutral. I want to give both of those women, well, y'all, I know some of y'all are going to say Maddie is not a real woman, but because she refers to herself as that, that's what I'm going to refer to her as. Um, because both of those women, we like, I just wanted to be fair to them, you know, and I wanted to ask people, what do you think of it? Also, another thing that I don't like, and maybe because this is the type of friend that I am, you know how when you're friends with someone and they start telling you their innermost feelings, things that have gone on in their lives, and things that are private. And then when y'all not friends anymore, you start telling other folk all those things that that person told you, those private thoughts. Both of them are guilty of that. I remember Kaya saying things about stuff that T.S. Madison had told her in private. And then same thing with T.S. Madison. I don't know if you are a friend or if you were a true friend, if you do that, you know, if you, once the friendship ends, that the first thing you do is you run and tell everything that that person has told you. And y'all, for today, I'm not the type of person that likes a lot of drama. So, can we do this? Can we not be, because I'm trying to be, um, you know, I don't even know how to say this, because I'm trying to be fair to both of them. Please don't come to my page and my channel and bash either one of them. Please don't do that. If you don't like T.S. Madison, that's fine. If you don't like Kaya, that's fine. But y'all, it's Sunday morning, and all of us are sinners, you know, in God's eyes. None of us is perfect. Whatever sin that T.S. Madison is doing, trust me, when she meets her maker, and I'm going to refer to her as she, when she meets her maker, she will have to pay for her sins. Just like when I meet my maker, I have to pay for mine. I said in one video a while back, when I was talking about sin, because a lot of people keep bringing up this thing where, you know, they're bashing the gay community and all that, and they're bringing up the Bible and all this. And I had said in one video, in God's eyes, no sin is greater than the other. Sin does not have a value, meaning, just say you killed somebody and God puts a point system on sin, and murder is 100 points, and being gay is 50 points, and stealing or doing this is this many points. It's all sin, y'all. It's all sin. And another thing that I don't like, who are we to judge? I didn't even want to go there with this video, but I was taught that you're not supposed to judge, you know, that the judge is God. The final say is God. And because of that, because of the way I was raised, I accept people for who they bring themselves to me, who they are to me, what face they show. It's not for me to judge. If Maddie says she's a woman, then hey, that's how I'm taking her. I'm not going to be the judge of her, because I'm not going to condemn my soul to hell, you know, trying to judge somebody else. And y'all, let me say for the record, I am not. a Bible thumping person. Y'all see, I'm sitting here talking to y'all on Sunday morning. I just have my beliefs because of the way that I was raised, and I do not like bashing people. I don't want anybody bashing either one of these people, Khia nor T.S. Madison. I don't want y'all bashing each other on this page. Y'all, we got too much against us as Black people to be fucking bashing each other. That bothers me. And I think that's why this upsets me about the demise of this YouTube show, because they had something there. They had something that could have gone far. And them losing their friendship, to me, is the saddest thing of all, because when you sat and watched them, they did have chemistry, and I don't believe either one of them was more a part of that chemistry than the other. It was the combined thing, you know. It was the combined thing. They played off each other. They stumbled upon something that worked, and now it's gone. And I just find that sad. I believe that, again, a lot of us had something to do with it, throwing our 2 cents in. All you got to do is put their name, one of their names, in the search bar of YouTube, Facebook, just go out there on social media. And there's so many people weighing in on it. And I believe that because they know that people are watching both T.S. Madison and Khia, they feel that there are expectations. Khia probably feels that it is her job to blast the Queen's Supreme Court. And then on Maddie's side, Maddie is there, defending herself, and then she feels the need to blast Khia. This is just sad. And I'm sorry, y'all. I really don't blame them. I blame us. I blame us for fueling the fire, and we destroyed the Queen's Court with our comments, with our videos, with our opinions, with our this and our that. Because when they were sitting there, everybody is saying that Khia is homophobic and all that, and we don't know what's in that woman's head. But when they were sitting there, I saw acceptance of T.S. Madison from Khia. I saw a chemistry. I saw that they had spent private moments together and they had become friends, and that there was a certain level of respect for each other. And then when it all ended, now we have those two bashing each other, telling each other secrets and innermost thoughts that they share. Don't y'all find that sad? I don't have, and y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something that's funny. When I was younger, I had a whole little group of friends that I used to run around with in my early 20s and even into my early 30s. But one by one, I stopped hanging with those bitches. And let me tell you why. I don't know if it was the group of friends that I chose, but each one of them disappointed me in one way or the other. When I'm your friend, I am your friend. I will give you my last. I will drop everything and come if you need me. But when I needed them, or there were things I felt like wait a minute, I'm their friend in this way, but they're not my friend. Eventually what I started doing is I don't keep a whole bunch of women friends. I have acquaintances, and I have people that I am friendly with. But I realized that when I was in a group of friends, it was always a whole bunch of shit going on. This one talking about that one. And I do not like drama at all. And another thing I don't like, and I don't stand for it, and any one of my friends will tell you, we're not going to be in a group of friends and one of the friends walk away and then you stand there and talk about them. I will stop my friend right then and there and say, you know what? I thought we were her friend. Why are we talking about her? I don't do it. I'm not going to let this friend talk about that one, or at least I'm not going to be a part of it. I will walk away. A couple times I've had friends start to talk about one of our other friends, and y'all, I will walk away. And then I'll be in an argument because they be like, you know what? I was talking and you walked away. It's because I don't do drama, y'all. I don't do drama, or at least I'm not in it, you know? I don't want to be a part of tearing down another woman. I have people, friends that I think is absolutely psychotic, you know? You know how you got that one friend that you be like, "Who this girl ain't got no sense," but I love her. I got friends like that. I got friends that are that ask my opinion about their relationships, and y'all, I don't give it. I learned my lesson. I learned to be a listening ear, but don't give my opinion. And I think I'm going back to this T.S. Madison and Kaya thing. I think that their friends, the people that they keep in their circle, and I'm going to say it again for the umpteenth time, should have stayed the hell out of their ear. Or if you were going to talk to them, encourage them to try to work it out. You know, I don't know on whose side that the problem was, because y'all, to be honest, I don't know what happened. All I know is Monique came on the show, and then next thing I know, they shit was fucked up. What happened, y'all? I know that the guys were in the house. I know that Maddie wanted to upgrade the system, but beyond that, I didn't see anything that happened, at least for us, the viewers, that would cause them not to be able to come back the next Monday and do the show. If y'all know that day, okay, think back to the day that Monique was on there. What happened, y'all? Can anybody tell me what happened? Okay, Kaya walked out. But what happened between that Monday and the next Tuesday? Because if I remember correctly, now y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. If I remember correctly, Kaya walked out. Everybody was talking shit all the rest of that evening and then the next morning. And then that next morning, Kaya, or the next day, Kaya did the video, and she started sort of kind of shading T.S. Madison. Now, I'm talking about the first day after Monique came on. I didn't understand why Kaya started a little bit shading T.S. Madison. And that's what takes me back to, she set up and watched those videos that people were doing. She set up and listened to what people were saying about her walking out. I don't actually think that Kaya could have couldn't have got over it. I think what it was is Kaya wasn't okay, let me back up. I think that if those videos hadn't been done, that Kaya probably would have, her and Maddie would have argued it out, and then they would have been back the next Monday. But I didn't see anything that was so broken that they couldn't fix it. Cuss each other out. The next morning, Kai could have got up and called Maddie and say, "Look, bitch, didn't I tell you not to have, try to upgrade on the night that we were doing the interview? You stupid bitch, blah, blah, blah." And they could have argued it out, went and had breakfast, and then we could have saw the show the next week. Y'all, I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Now I'm gonna start reading y'all comments. Somebody says, C Blue said, Kaya said it fell apart when her business partner Madison chose to listen to others rather than her. And then Scorpio Brown said, I am mad because they didn't get back together. Miss Jack says they're going to get back together. My Two Love says Maddie told Kaya not to look in the comment section while they were even on live. Oh, it's bigger than what we know. It's a lot of what we really don't know. See, I believe that too. Something, I know one video has said something happened, something had to happen in the background that we don't know about. I know that those two guys that were there did a video, and they said that Kaya came in, that night with an attitude. And, it just went downhill from that. Y'all, I'm at the point where I don't know who to believe, you know? I don't know who to believe. At first I was like everybody else. I was mad at Khia. I was mad at her. And I was mad because she walked out. I wanted Khia, I could see being upset. And you said, you know what? I need to walk away for a minute because if I don't, I'm going to cuss somebody out. I've done that. I've been in situations where I know if I stay there, is I'm going to be mad and I'm going to end up cussing somebody out. Then walk away, Khia. Walk away. But don't walk out. That's the part I was mad at her for. But then when I started listening to Khia, I was like, well, okay, she had a valid point on this. She had a valid point on that. But my thing was, why can't you and Maddie talk? Why can't y'all talk? You know, fuck what the fans are saying. Fuck what people around you are saying. Because at the end of the day, they created that show. We were just watching it. That's the part I didn't get. And then from that day after Monique came on there, y'all, they shouldn't have got Monique on there. Monique fucked they shit up. I'm sorry, y'all. Her appearance fucked they shit up. Because after that, it went downhill. It went downhill. And then I guess I missed something. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I also didn't like that day when everything was going on. Monique kept on filming. She a little messy too, y'all. And that's why she's where she is because she's a little messy too. Sabrina said, we know for a fact Kaya doesn't like anyone having a different opinion from her. She is known to block people. I truly think she was too intimidated to address Monique directly. But what would she be intimidated with Monique for? I remember somebody else saying that, but I guess I'm missing stuff. Why why didn't Kaya want to talk to Monique, Miss Jack, and Sabrina? Why was she intimidated with Monique? I mean, okay, had it been me when Monique was going through all that shit, I would have wanted to interview her ass too. I don't see anything wrong with wanting to interview Monique doing all that Netflix stuff because I would have wanted to say, girl, look, ain't nobody boycotting Netflix. Hell, y'all, my son just sent me his password and all that to Netflix. I ain't even had Netflix. My son was like, Mom, here, I'm gonna send you this. Well, nobody boycotting Monique. So I I don't fault them for wanting to have her on because I think Kaya would have had us rolling had that show been able to air because she would have, y'all know damn well, Kaya would have been tripping on Monique asking us to boycott. I was looking forward to that, y'all. I don't, I was looking forward to them getting Monique on, but I did not appreciate Monique when she saw that they were having problems, continuing to film. I would have cut it off. But Monique was doing it for her own promotion. Um, I'm trying to read y'all posts. Okay, so My Two Love says, Miss Jack, but why? Does she have some crucial tea on her? And if that's the case, I don't think Maddie would have invited her. I'm just saying. Kaya knew Monique was going to get messy. But you know what, y'all? That mess, it was what makes the show good, though. You know, I had said in the video that I felt like the Queen's Court was where we can be unapologetically Black. Sometimes when we go out in the world, y'all, our Blackness, first of all, people are copying it. And but that was a place where you could be ratchet, you could be classy, you could be whatever you want. And their humor was our humor. I called it Bernie Mac humor, where you with us, you can't just try to make us laugh. You gonna have to be funny, and they made me laugh. And I'm gonna say again, it wasn't for me. Now I'm not saying for anybody else. It wasn't one or the other, but them together made me laugh. Let me just see. It said, I wasn't mad at Kaya, but I lost respect for her. If you dispute drama, oh, wait a minute. I missed her post. I want to read that one. Holy shit. Okay, y'all, 1 second. Okay, I'm going to skip down. Coco telling y'all Monique is the way she is, but she knows some stuff. I believe she has some tea. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all think Monique came on there to talk shit about Kaya? Oh, why though? Wait a minute. If Kaya and Monique had been face to face, they have would have went to blow. Y'all see, that's what I'm saying. I must have missed something because I don't get what was going on. So there was some underlying thing with Monique and Kaya. Okay, Sabrina says she had roasted Monique and perhaps she thought she couldn't go toe to toe. Monique can handle her own, which she can. She is a strong woman and deal whatever comes her way. Kaya not so much, unfortunately. I think if they were throwing verbal jabs, Kaya could have hung with Monique, but you're right, Monique can be deadly, y'all. Monique can be, ooh, I just put it this way. I wouldn't want to go toe to toe her with her verbally slinging arrows. And y'all, I came from the hood where you gotta learn how to play the dozens. I came from the hood. I grew up in the hood, but I'm not that no expert. Um, and then My Two Love says, no, not talk about her, but Kaya knows she can't roast Mo like that face to face. Y'all believe that? I'm trying to think. Do you right? Because by Monique being a stand-up comedian, she's quick on her feet. And oh yeah, I think you're right, My Two Loves. I think you're right. Kaya does it for sport, but Monique is a professional at it. I get what you're saying. See how she went to Charlemagne's job and got him when he gave her donkey. Oh yeah, I did see that. Monique wasn't playing with him. It says, YouTube this title later. Kaya answered most of your questions. Kaya snaps, spills the tea on leaving the Queen's Court. Oh, I watched all of that. Y'all, I feel like this, that I don't believe both of them 100%. My honest opinion is that there is some truth in what Kaya says, and there's some truth in what T.S. Madison says, and then there is the truth. I believe right now that they're mad at each other. So they're throwing everything but the fucking kitchen sink at each other. And they're allowing their friends, their minions to do it. And the sad part about it is because of it, there really is no coming back. I thought maybe a couple of weeks ago, with some time, they could come back. But after all this shit that done happened, y'all, there's no coming back from this. And My Two Loves, you're right. It is entertainment. Y'all, look, I am too old to be caught up in this. I'm not even gonna say my age again. Any of y'all who watch me know what age I am. But somebody said that it's like a car crash that you can't turn away from, and that's exactly what it is. You think, okay, I'm done with both of them. I don't want to watch none of this shit. I don't want to be caught up in this. And even to doing videos, y'all, you are I debated about doing videos about this, and I said if I did a video, I was going to try to be fair to both of them. And sometimes it's hard to be fair to both of them because I see stuff in both of them that I don't like, and you want to speak on it, but you don't want to be caught up in the drama. I at this point, the only thing we can do is wish both of them luck. I don't wish ill on either one of them. And the reason why is because I like them together. And I'm going to read MMA. She says, Sister Coco, really doesn't matter. These girls are right back where they started. Alone, let the chips fall. That is so true. That is so true. But don't y'all think that them doing that show, they both learned something from each other? Kaya is right when she says that she did bring some fire. And T.S. Madison brought the setup, her home, her people or her subscribers. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know. I just really think this is sad. Everybody keeps saying Monique wanted to blast Kaya. I've seen that before, people saying that, but I didn't understand what happened between Monique and Kaya. Is it because Kaya roasted Monique? But I thought Monique said that the whole reason why she wanted to come on the show is because she has saw something that Kaya wrote that was in support of Monique, saying that she understood Monique's position. And we would know that Kaya would understand because Kaya doesn't really fuck with the industry. And maybe Kaya, was showing support to Monique because we all know that Monique has been blackballed in the industry. So that's why I'm not understanding why Monique wanted to blast Kaya if the whole reason why she came on there is because of Kaya. Now, y'all, I did see, and I think I saw this on T.S. Madison's page, where T.S. Madison reached out to Monique to come on the show. Do y'all think that that was a decision that T.S. Madison made, that maybe Kaya didn't want her on the show? Is that what it is? I don't know, y'all. But I know this. Michelle from the A, I'm going to speak on her a little bit. I don't like her, y'all. I really, I really don't like her. She comes off as an opportunist that is trying to further her brand, which I don't see anything wrong with that, and trying to further, straight from the A and make it bigger than what it is. But when you insert yourself into something like this, I don't think that was a good idea on her part, because now she's crying wolf, you know, after Shekinah came up there, then she got in her car with that guy. I can't think of his name. Is it Josh? And then she's saying stuff like she felt like she was in an episode of y'all know what I'm talking about. I lost my train of thought. But she put herself in that situation. Now, when Kaya was blasting the Queen's Supreme Court and Lil Mo and all of that, and she kind of, I think Michelle from straight from the A was standing there looking stupid. I believe that she playing with the big dogs now, and she don't know how to play, because Kaya, a lot of people are saying that Kaya is going to use Michelle, but didn't Michelle contact Kaya? I believe Michelle thought she was going to use Kaya, you know? Yeah, somebody said, I said that yesterday. Michelle is an opportunist. And it said, Michelle did just as you are doing now. She spoke and wrote on a hot topic. Too many other people wanted a piece of the action. And it says, MMA said, leave Michelle alone. She's the clerk of courts. You know what, y'all? I don't know. This is not going to play out well. This is really not. It's getting messier by the day, and um, something is going to happen, because Shekinah went outside of YouTube beef when she rolled up on them. You're going to have one person who's not only going to ride up, they might lay hands on somebody. And that's where I don't want it to go, where it gets physical. Right now, this is verbal, jabs back and forth. But you might have a guest that might be on one of their shows, and they don't take it well. Um, Someone says that's it. I think TS invited Monique to impress those people who are interested in taking their show to the next level. And then Jim Marie says, I like Michelle. I don't see anything wrong with wanting to move to the next level. What is wrong with wanting to expand your platform? I don't see why people thought that was a bad idea. YouTube can only take you so far. And then if you have people outside of YouTube starting to pay attention to you, why not take it to the next level? My Two Love says she didn't want to. I'm saying I believe Kaya couldn't say certain things to Monique because it's walking on eggshells per se. People need to stay out of it because they're going to make up. Miss Jack, you really believe they are? I think too much has been said. You know how when you're in an argument with your friend and it start off where y'all just arguing, but then you start pulling out personal stuff and it's no going back from. That's what I feel it is with these two. It says Michelle has only been YouTube 10 years and only had about 10,000 subs. So this is just a way to get paid. A lot of people are saying that, but I wanted to know what Michelle's motives were in helping Kaya. It seems like she has some type of ulterior motives. I really do not believe Kaya called her. I cannot see Kaya reaching out after the whole stuff with, T.S. Madison in the Queen's Court. I believe that Michelle saw an opportunity, and it's not that I don't like Michelle. I'm just trying to talk this out. Like I said, I wanted to be fair to everybody. I believe that Michelle contacted Kaya. My two love said, I honestly believe Akaya did want to interview Monique. I can hear Maddie saying, okay, sis, and move on to the next interview. Now I can see Maddie interviewing her by myself. Oh, my daughter was on here. Oh, Amber, you don't even know what's going on. Sunshine 009 says, too much water under the bridge. They'll never get back together. That's how I feel. And Atlantean wants the viewers. Michelle sees that Kai is the underdog. She sees the LGBTQ community attacked her. Okay. And then, y'all, I want to talk about that. A lot of people said that, and these are the videos that I've been watching, that when Kaya was sitting by T.S. Madison, she did say some things. She did. Y'all know she did. And we did see Maddie try to stop her. I think that, and again, I'm being fair, that when Kaya was there, she got caught up in the conversation. Um, she might have her feelings about the LGBTQ community, but I also go back to she sat for months beside Maddie, you know? Now, people said that she was doing it for a come up, but they came up off each other, you know? They played off each other. And I'm talking about T.S. Madison and Kaya now. Deanne Bowman says Michelle said in the previous video she was going to reach out. Oh my God, she did. And then Sabrina said Kaya has a problem with going to the next level because that means she got to file reports. She has had an IRS issue in the past, as well as get investigated for food stamp fraud. Oh my God. And then my two loves keep saying that Maddie told her don't look in the comment section. I think Michelle just wanted to help Kaya. To me, it was obvious Kaya was being taken advantage of because of her ignorance of business and getting paid on these platforms. Now, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all about this. I don't know if y'all do YouTube, but it is so easy to become monetized. All you do is give your information to YouTube, to Google, and pretty much they do it. They do everything. They send you a card with a code on it. You put that code in, and next thing you know, you're monetized. It's so easy. And as soon as you start to do it, they start sending you stuff about becoming monetized. And you got Madison is sensitive, and if Kaya apologizes, Madison will expect. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I believe that maybe Kaya wasn't. A lot of people do YouTube just for the enjoyment of it. And maybe that's what Kaya was doing. It wasn't that she was ignorant. She was just doing it because she enjoyed doing the show. And maybe she didn't feel the need to become monetized because you can't reach 47 and because they claim that's how old Kaya is and not know something about something. Let me tell y'all, I'm not real tech savvy. Hell, my kids show me stuff on my phone. I will be around them. They'll be like, Mom, did you know that you can do this on your phone and all that? So all of us have a certain level of things that we don't know how to do. But I really believe that it wasn't so much that. Maybe Kaya just was doing it for the enjoyment of it. And by T.S. Madison being all about business and her bags, and she said she understood that there was money to be made. And Jersey said if she becomes monetized after Michelle helps her, oh, it proves my point. Kaya isn't going to apologize. She said what she said and she's not changing her position. Kaya didn't change, Maddie did. Nope, they were not sensitive, but not narcissistic. I believe that you do have to have a certain ego and self-importance to even be doing um a show like they did. Both of them were big personalities, you know, and that's why I started the video off of, was it ego? Was it money that got in the way? Was it people in their ear? I believe that it was all three. I believe that, you know, their egos, because what each of them thought that they were the star of the show, that when money started being made, there started to be problems. And then too, y'all, this trademark. Okay. Oh my God, I've watched so many videos about this trademark. Now, I feel like this, okay? If my shit was the Queen's Court, if I bought that to Maddie, I would have had my shit covered. That's just how I feel. Meaning that I feel like Kaya should have trademarked her shit before she got to Maddie. And all of this stuff with the trademark wouldn't be an issue. Now, there was some back and forth about when Maddie saw Justin Jay's video about, you know, he was going to take the trademark. So people say that Justin put that video up on February 5th and Maddie did the trademark January 29th. I read something on Maddie's Instagram and she was talking about the date, January 29th. I just say like this. If I were Kaya and she had been doing that for years, I would have got my stuff trademarked. A lot of people say that it's because she was ignorant about business. And that's why I keep going back to maybe she just didn't want to do it. You know, maybe this was a hobby for her because a lot of people come on YouTube and they'll tell you straight out, my channel is not monetized. This is a hobby. I like doing it, blah blah blah. And maybe that's what it was for Kaya. But again, T.S. Madison lets you know at the door that she pretty much don't even leave a house unless it's about business. So the businesswoman in her said, okay, before someone else takes our shit, let me go get this trademark. Okay, I'm reading some of your y'all are tripping. You she used a fake ID. I agree, and I think that's why Kaya said you can have it and went on to gag order. You really don't have to trademark when your work is your documentation, plus trademark doesn't equal talent. I don't think it's jealousy, but it was about the paper and the control. If they went to the next level, because Kaya would have to be censored, right? Well, there's a lot of people, CC, they are saying that before, you know, Kaya's channel wasn't monetized and now it is, but I think that's because Michelle helped her. Michelle told her or said, you know, you could make money, monetize your channel. You said Kaya's straight trash. Hold on, y'all. Comments are coming fast now, and I do want to read them. Okay, Kaya's straight trash, and that's why she hasn't been truly successful in the industry while collecting mud shots the whole time. Oh, y'all are brutal. Y'all are brutal, brutal. Overall, it's horrible that they're exposing this publicly. Coco, everybody needs money, and what have we heard from Kaya since my neck, my back? Kaya can contest the trademark. She has to prove you can't trademark personality. Kaya been non monetized before, Michelle. But how can she say she's a smart businesswoman, Khia, but you play dumb to your own stuff? Sabrina, sometimes some things have to be cut out. Y'all, I don't know whether Khia was monetized. There was also that other channel, what was it, Khia Land, that was capitalizing off of Khia, that was making money off Khia. Now, Khia, I would not let that go because that person made a lot of money off of Khia. And Lisa S says Kaya's not pressed for the trademark. She said in her video yesterday, Maddie can have it. You have to grow through life. And Social Blade is where you can get the info. Yeah, that is true. So Cece, Kaya, is she monetized now? And was she monetized or was she monetized before? See, a lot of little stuff like this, y'all, I didn't pay attention to. I just watched the show. I didn't get into, like the inner workings of all that kind of stuff. Scorpio Brown says like a bad marriage. And Miss Jack said Kai wanted to keep things hood. We will see tomorrow. Madison will never be able to get back that original recipe. And you know what? Speaking of that, you're right. It's the Queen's Court as we knew it is no more. And each of them were making videos before they met each other. And I believe that I actually believe, y'all, that both of them are going to be successful because they learn from each other. They would not admit that at this point because they're mad at each other. But trust me when I say, when T.S. Madison, when Kaya walked out that door, T.S. Madison had learned some things from her. And the other way around. When Kaya walked out, she had learned some things from T.S. Madison. Y'all, they learned from each other. They both got something from each other. That's why I hate that now they are bashing each other. I really hate that because this shit has gotten crazy. And another thing, I truly believe that T.S. Madison should not get celebrities, should not get anybody that's on television. She needs to get unknown people. It is a lot of YouTubers on here that I watch that would be good sitting beside Maddie. I don't know if they live in Atlanta though, but I I just don't think that a celebrity would work. I could see maybe using, a celebrity guest, but not a celebrity judge, you know, because those people they're stale because they can't really talk about people, y'all. And I can see Maddie maybe not roasting people, but throwing shade at people because the show is not going to be good if she doesn't um oh, you say Kaya was mad because Madison was making porn. Oh my God. You said T.S. Madison would work well with Jessica Kohinoor. I believe it's some YouTubers out here that are lobbying for that seat beside Maddie. There really are. I couldn't do it, y'all. I'm not quick witted like that and jabbing people. And also, too, I couldn't go far with talking about people because I just couldn't. You said celebrities are really limited because they can't say too much. Right. T.S. Madison, she said, I think she should have Tammy Rome. Oh, I do too, Sunshine. Tammy would be good. Tammy would be a good, even though she's a celebrity. Tammy has that no care attitude too, you know. And also, Tammy is quick with that wit. Who would y'all? Let's do a vote. I didn't think of that. Do y'all know YouTubers that you think would be good? Okay, so Sunshine said Tammy Roman. Y'all, I like. I don't know if y'all aware of him, James Colwell. I think he's funny. And also the person that sits there, they got to know a lot about the world. And I don't mean just the world in general, but the Black community. Because see, remember when I said that when you're watching Maddie's show, we can be unapologetically black. Y'all, we don't gotta be proper. We could just be ourselves. They need something, they need someone that knows a lot about our world, who has our type of humor, and who another thing, who is comfortable with Maddie as a person. You can't have someone that has hangups about transgender people. You just can't. You said, isn't Tam crying on the own network talking about changing her life? T.S. Medicine don't like alpha females. Pay attention. Tammy would not work. To me, the beef was cool until Maddie started responding back. Sabrina, explain. You mean when they were shading the Queen's Supreme Court, and then Maddie finally started firing back? I, yes, Deanna Boatman says Jane Caldwell would be great. I'm trying to think of. Oh, you know who else but she doesn't live in Atlanta. Um, Much Love from Kentucky. She has that motor mouth. She can really, read people. Um, I can't think. It's a couple other, but right now I can't think of their names. YouTubers would make. Yeah, Sabrina, I'm with you. Other YouTubers would make better co-hosts. I don't think that celebrity thing is gonna work. I really don't, because you do need another big, huge personality. The other person has to be big and flamboyant and fun loving and easygoing and laughing and can take stuff, as it comes. You can't have Monique and Madison. Ooh, Monique? I don't think that Monique would try to take over, y'all. Don't y'all think that? Are you talking about Monique from Let's Boycott Netflix, Monique? Don't y'all think that we will see a couple episodes, a couple shows, and then next thing we know, Maddie would not be on the bench no more. Monique would take over. You said Maddie don't want no one to roast and gag. Much Love would be fantastic. She always got time. And you said James Colwell will be a mirror of Maddie. Boring. There's no contrast. Can Madison afford these salaries, or would they be doing this for free? I didn't think of that, y'all. So Maddie actually pays these people to come on her show. My Two Love said, "Oh, Mo will take over. She will." The whole show was negative, and Below the Belt was gonna implode anyway. R. Patton 78 said that. So you think that it was getting to the gutter? You said Big Frida, but like you say, the celeb thing won't work. I or they find a celebrity that is a C or D list celebrity who is already on their way out, and so they don't care about the industry anymore, and they just want to, sit there and have fun talking about an industry that they were in, but are kind of on the outs. Now, what I just described was Monique, but Monique would not work, y'all. She would take over. Lisa S says, with a steady host, she's still going to run into the same problem. Who is going to let her have 100% ownership? Celebs know business like Maddie, and they're not going to let Maddie get away with being their boss. $50, get the fuck out of here. Much Love will be similar. Is Much Love still on? I see Much Love every once in a while. I think she more so does stuff on Facebook. But okay, if Maddie got another host, y'all, first of all, I believe that after watching everything that happened, that person is going to demand to sit down to know what their position is. Okay, so just say that I was going to go. Now, y'all know that this would never happen, but I'm just say I was going to go be a co host with Maddie. The first thing I would do is I would sit down and say, Maddie, what position do you want me to play? Am I going to be the funny man, or I'm going to be the straight man? Then once we got that out the way, then the next thing I would say is, then we would talk about the paperwork. Okay. If this show is making money, we would sit down and have to do a contract. I think that maybe with Kaya, maybe that was the problem. They didn't get the paperwork straightened in the beginning. And maybe that played a part into why. Well, it did. It was no maybe. That's another reason. Y'all, I think Kaya is mad too. I also believe that, and maybe this is just me being hopeful. I believe that Kaya is doing what people expect her to do when it comes to Madison, T.S. Madison. And that's to roast her. But I believe deep down in her heart, and maybe this is just me being hopeful, I believe she regrets some of the things that has transpired in the last 5 to 8 weeks. I believe so. Y'all remember in Purple Rain? And you remember the part when Prince's father had shot himself in the head, and Morris Day was walking across by the door, and he said, "How's the family?" And then when he got past the door, he stopped because even though what he said was funny, he actually felt bad about saying it. I believe that that's what's happening deep down inside Kaya. Now, that might be just me being, hopeful that because they did have a friendship, Kaya feels, maybe I've gone too far. I would never admit it now, but I wish I wasn't caught up in this saying all this stuff about Maddie, because once upon a time I did call her a friend, you know. As someone says, I wonder did Kaya get the gag order trademark? Oh, I didn't think of that. And R Patton 78 says, drop the show and move on to other pursuits. Leave the negativity to trout mouth Kaya. Who y'all are? Who will be roasting Gary Coleman at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Oh my God, y'all silly. I think Funky Dineva, Miss Lawrence, Conscious TV. A male would be a good choice instead of a biological female. Kaya can't easily be replaced. Sabrina, that is a good idea. I think as soon as Kaya learned everything she needs to know about how to make money on YouTube and other platforms, she will not be talking to Michelle anymore. Kaya has said she don't fuck with no one. Kaya's roasting to get Madison to respond negatively so she would no longer be viewed as a nice girl. To go back and review her old work. Why invert the wheel? I think they both really liked each other, both, but before other people, Maddie friends got in their ear. I believe both of their friends got in their ear. And you know how somebody is egging you on, and you're saying stuff that you mean it, but you if that person wouldn't have egged you on, you wouldn't have said. Someone got that trademark now that we know. How does she do business? Oh, Jersey said no because she's dragging Maddie. She's angry and hurt by Maddie. Oh, Kelly Love. He's new on the scene. I've been watching him too. He can sing, girl. He can sing. There are some super TS Maddie fans that have peeped game on Kaya, and they know she hasn't TM her show. Oh, Kaya. They planning to pool money together to purchase it? Oh my God. See, that's what I'm saying. Kaya, oh Lord, y'all. She has got to take hold of it because she is funny and she is talented. Y'all, when I watched her sing, she was singing Shaka Khan. She sounded good. But I think that, what is that saying that my mother said? She can't get out of her own way. I think Kaya is in her head and she just needs to relax. Let her talent go out there and make her money, because she is talented. Nobody can get the feedback like Kaya. Her style is hot. You said T.S. Madison needs a queen. And then they said Kaya is not business savvy. Maybe she's not, y'all. Y'all done swayed me. I thought it was because she didn't care. She really didn't care about it and she was just doing it for entertainment. But maybe y'all right. Maybe the girl is just not business savvy. You know, I, I think going into this game, you wouldn't be, but Kaya's been around a while and y'all right. She should know that, well, she should have known that there was money to be made off YouTube. People view Kaya as a rebel, industry outsider. People got mad at Kaya, but to be honest, nobody, not even Maddie, was mad when it benefited them. And then Lisa says, so many rumors, it's a shame. It is, y'all. And that's, what's weird is after I watched all of this shit that went on this weekend, I was like, what the hell is going on? And Sunshine says if she's dodging the IRS, she's not going to put her name on any paperwork, cash only. Maddie is very business savvy. Kaya is a danger to herself. She's actually hindering herself. They are both gifted, but this just shows who knows who they are and their worth. Y'all gonna mess around and make Kaya rich. People without record deals or motives, etc., won't work for the format. That's true. That's why I say that I actually wish both of them luck. I was one that was mad at Kaya for walking out. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was like, Kaya, get your butt back over there. Go, walk away for a second. Get your bearings. Get through the show, and let's get this moving. Don't leave. And then the next morning, when everything started falling apart, I was like, oh no, no, y'all, don't do this. And then this past weekend, that's when I said too much has been said. There is no coming back because T.S. Madison was talking about Kaya personally, said she couldn't spell, that the only thing she could spell was her name. She talked about her fucking eyelashes, said she looked like lamb chop, was it, y'all? Oh my God. Talked about her being down the basement is help put Kaya on. It was, y'all, when you have said all that, what? Ain't no coming back from that, y'all. Oh yeah, mention TS mom's name shows how gutter and messy Kaya is. I forget what she is saying now about TS is how she always felt. That's true. You know what? I've had situations like that where your friendship ends and y'all have an argument, and then the person tell you all this stuff and you realize that they've been thinking this stuff all along. I Now CC, I didn't mention anything about any IRS because I never knew about that. I'm reading comments. So I don't even know if this how these people found out this information. Are people like researching Kaya? Is that it? Because there's stuff out there saying that she had food stamp fraud, but didn't she speak to that? Didn't she say that that wasn't true about the food stamp fraud? And I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why I'm not so sure about dodging the IRS, because just like AARP, the IRS, they ain't got no problem finding nobody, y'all. The IRS, if you work, they will take your paycheck, everything, every form of income you got coming in. They will have an investigation that goes on for a while, and next thing you know, they knocking on your door. Delta Curry said Maddie Gang is a group of people who are afraid of Kaya's success, so they try to destroy her. But what they have to understand is that karma goes both ways. Kaya will be successful. She cleared up about Maddie mom and says she loves her. I heard other YouTubers say the IRS is after her. I heard that too. You see, that's what I've been saying. Michelle helped Kaya setting up a website. Oh, they found out from her 20 mug shots. It's all public records. Some of y'all ain't right. Y'all is not right. These people that are investigating folks, see, that's why, when I started doing YouTube, a YouTuber told me, the one that had been doing YouTube a while, they were like, don't put your personal business out here because people will investigate you. But when you're doing YouTube, you can't help but to be who you are. I talk about my kids. And my daughter just logged on and logged off. I guess she saw me pop on and she don't know what's going on. But I talk about my kids. I talk about my family. I think that especially with black people, y'all can see through when somebody is being phony. So when I come on here, I try to be authentically myself. Now, of course, I'm not gonna sit up and tell y'all my inner workings, but even to like when I had my surgeries and when I was dealing with different things and family members. I talk about that. These people that go through the researching of YouTubers, y'all, that shit is kind of crazy. Now, stuff that's public record, um, you still have to go look for people's information. You know what I mean? To find out that she had 20 mug shots, you had to do a little digging. You said Kaya websites were up before Michelle. See, this is this is what I'm saying. Michelle is doing it for her own personal reasons. I believe that it's to get back at Funky Dineva, because Funky Dineva said in his video that he was friends with, or he was down for Maddie, and I believe that that pissed Michelle off, and it made her contact Kaya. I like I said, I don't believe Kaya's contacted her, but I believe that if Michelle offered help, and I don't blame Kaya. Kaya accepted her help, but I would tell Kaya, beware of Michelle. And a lot of people are saying Michelle should be aware of Kaya. You said Michelle covered her 20 mugshots on her website. Maddie is lucky that Kaya and Michelle don't reach out to Fox and complain, especially about the February 14th and the fish she smell videos. It's just a matter of time, and Kaya's going to turn on Michelle. I hope she did not tell Kaya her business. Nobody was checking for Michelle. That's why she took the opportunity. I believe that too, to put herself in this situation. Kaya just wanted to do this for fun. I truly believe that. And My Two Love says Dineva is all for the drama, so he doesn't care. I believe that too. Michelle did reach out. It's her brand. Now, I saw that somewhere. My Two Loves, you said, I believe Kaya has set Michelle up. I saw other people say that, but I'm trying to figure out why they're saying Kaya is setting Michelle up. Funky Dineva has a bunch of lawsuits against him. I heard about that too. Why do y'all believe that Kaya is setting Michelle up if Michelle reached out to Kaya? I'm now Kaya says things to get on my nerves and all that, but I feel like this. If Michelle is offering help that Kaya needs right now, I don't fault Kaya for accepting it, especially when you didn't go looking for it. So if if that's how it was where Michelle contacted her, is Kaya really using Michelle, or is she accepting the help that is being offered? You know what I mean? Sabrina, you're right. This whole thing is draining. Monday, y'all, and I'm about to be logging off in a minute because I got my Sunday dinner on and I can smell it, and I hope my shit ain't burning. But Monday, I wish both of them luck. I'm gonna watch both of their shows. And I just wish they stopped bashing each other, because to me, I want to take it back to just us being black folk. Forget that Maddie is transgender. Forget that some people don't like Kaya. We still a family, y'all. We and believe it or not, people probably watching all this. Y'all know the people I'm talking about, and we're playing right into what they think of us. You know that we can't, like, if we get something, we mess it up because we black and we don't know about business. It just bothered me because it. I felt like this was a successful black YouTube show that was on the verge of breaking out big, and then all of a sudden it imploded. And for that, I'm sad, y'all. I'm sad because I went back and watched some of their old videos, and just to walk down memory lane, I guess, y'all. And I after the end of it, I was like, they were funny together. Penny Pincher says, I think they are using business opportunities they both have to offer each other. I agree. Kaya's not setting her up. People repeat what they heard. That's all. Michelle is helping her financial gain. Kaya will not have a problem with Michelle reposting her video so she can make money too. Well, I say this. I I read straight from the A, but when I started watching Michelle, something about her, y'all, I'ma tell y'all, I go on feelings. Like if I meet you and my first feeling of you is I really like her. um I trust that feeling. But if I meet you and I'm getting all kind of bells and whistles and warning signs, then only way I can put it is, and I was trying to put it nicely, but the only way I could put it is I don't fuck with you. I trust my instincts. And the reason why is because when I was younger, I didn't. Like I would meet people and I would be feeling those things like this person might not be right for me, but I would ignore it because you're like, well, I'm just, but since I got older, I started saying, like, look, think about the animal world. You could watch a deer sitting somewhere chewing on grass. The next minute you'll see his ears go up and he'll stand still and listen because his instinct is telling him danger, danger, danger. But as humans, we don't do that. We might feel that thing where something ain't right, but we talk ourselves out of it. We'll be like, oh, I can handle this. But since I've gotten older, I started trusting my fucking instinct. And when it comes to Kaya and Michelle, I feel like they're using each other. But on Kaya's tip, I don't blame her. Michelle is an opportunist. Kaya is just getting help that has been offered to her. Um, I don't know, y'all. If somebody asks me what I'm cooking, I'm making me a beef stew. Y'all, I need to eat me some vegetables and shit because I eat like worse than my damn kids, and they're 30 and 23. I eat like a damn teenager, fries and hot dogs and stuff, and I'm too old for that. You say gay folk run the industry. Kyle will never be on anyone's TV unless they are casting YouTube to their TV set. Deanna says, yeah, it's something about Michelle that don't sit well with me either. It's called discernment. You are so right. Adventures of Truck Driving said, trust your gut always. And left, right, I said we weren't doing that. We're not doing that, y'all. We are not, you are not put on this earth to judge. Don't judge because God is judging you. Don't do that. I'm not talking about who people sleeping with. It's none of my business. I don't care if they are laying up with, I don't care who a person sleeps with. I accept everybody for who they are because it is not my job to judge anyone. And MMA, thank you for coming to sit with me in my rattling. Y'all, I'm gonna end this by saying I wish Kaya luck. I wish T.S. Madison luck. I hope that we have two black YouTube shows that are successful, that make us laugh. Why? And I guess I'm not finished. I want to say one last thing. Why do it got to be a battle between them, y'all? Why we just can't enjoy both of them? Why we got to pit them against each other? Kaya comes on first. Why can't we just watch her show, the gag order, laugh, and then for an hour take a break, get our clothes ready for work, and then at 10 o'clock, then watch Maddie? Left, right, that's fine. I don't, like I said, I'm not a drama channel. I came on today because I don't want to lose either one of them. Um, but I don't want people to be bashing either one of them. I've seen too many videos where people spend hours bashing Kaya or hours bashing T.S. Madison. And even though I have a favorite between the two, I'm not going to bash either one of them. I'm just not going to do that because like I said at the beginning of my video, I have a favorite, but each one of them makes me laugh. I see something good in each one of them. So y'all, let me just say this. Enjoy your Sunday. Stay safe out there because y'all know sometimes for us it ain't it. Ooh, Sabrina, don't even talk about oxtail stew. Ooh. Um, but I just want y'all to stay safe and tomorrow support both of them. Let's not pit them against each other. So I'm gonna be tuning in to Khia to see what's happening with her, and then I'm gonna rest up a little bit because I think Khia comes on at 8, and then I think T.S. Madison. Well, I know she's at 10-ish Color Folk time. So let's just watch both of them. Okay. So y'all take care. Thank you for stopping in. I cannot believe I even came on here on Sunday. I was sitting here drinking my coffee and watching all this shit, and I was like, oh my God. So y'all just take care, and I will see you in the next video. Be safe out there, y'all. Black folk. Wakanda forever, y'all. I'm being silly now. Wakanda forever, y'all. See ya.